You want that dough! If you want the dough, you want that cash! I'm serious. I didn't mean to do that. I was like... I have the hiccups. No. I'm lightheaded.
Danganronpa V3 ending and the mummy broke you.
They truly broke me.
Samuel malfunctioning.
This is real. I'm sorry, but I'm not faking this. The tree. Yo gaming. We're yo gaming. Tony Hawk, pro skater. Salvation boy.
Hey guys, welcome back to this video, and today we're going to be talking about the older COD games on 360.
Not the
only 360 games that we've played, not COD Ghosts or Advanced Warfare
or
Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3. None of those ones.
But those aren't old.
I mean, Black Ops 3 is 5 years old.
That is true, but we mean old. All right, we're talking about MW2, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2. Those are the three big boys that we're talking about.
They're
the big boys. The mega chads.
MW3, I'll mention that briefly, but we'll mainly talk about those other games. So let's go in chronological order, and we can briefly talk about the older ones, just from what I know. Mm-hmm. Apparently, COD 4 and World at War are mega hacked. They're just, those games are wrecked.
And they don't have people
they have 100 people online, and it's just super dead.
From what we hear.
Yeah, from what we hear. I don't have those games, the ability to play them or anything in their original versions.
But MW2, so it is super sad to see
MW2,
it in this state.
There's occasional hackers, but the main issue is just the community is trash.
Yeah, even Merc Music, who played the game in the original state, like when he goes back to play it for his COD, because Merc Music does videos where he replays older COD games, and he's like, oh man, it's sad MW2 has gone to this state. And stuff
it's
like
just...
that.
The community is occasionally you'll get a great lobby and it'll be super fun.
It'll be great.
Like the other day I managed to get one. But then the same day I managed to get some truly awful lobbies. You get
just camped and sniped.
Pro Quickscoper 9658 and he's
9658
and he's abusing the aim assist and he just wrecks everyone. And the snipers in that game are so easily abusable. It's just the sniper beats everything if he's good enough.
And then we got Pablo Sanchez 7274 over here.
He's got his noob tube.
Yeah, noob tube and ACR.
Yeah,
lasering people in the little hut in Afghan.
Yeah, and
placing his tack insert right there.
In these most lobbies in this game, if you even find a lobby, we'll talk about the technical stuff later. Mm-hmm. But most people in these lobbies, they just want to camp and spam noob tubes to get their nuke so they can show off to their friends or whatever.
And it's really sad because when it was back compat, I played MW2 at its peak, and it's amazing. It's MW at its peak is top tier multiplayer. It's really great. It's so super fun. Maybe not top tier multiplayer, but top tier COD multiplayer. Mm-hmm. It's great, but. Yeah, it's just gone down.
It went so far downhill.
Yeah, I always try to tell Nico, I'm like, Nico, trust me, it was good. And you were like, this is awful.
Yeah, it's just suffering and pain.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just, whenever I play this game, well, almost all of the time, since I don't get many good lobbies, it's usually just constant explosions and noob tubes and grenades and just all these exploding barrels.
I don't get good lobbies anymore either.
Yeah, and
I used to.
And you join a lobby and it's 6 Harriers and some guy camping going for the nuke. And it's just awful.
It's just really sad. And so Black Ops 1...
And occasionally you'll run into a hacker as well.
Yeah,
but it's not very common.
And in Black Ops 1, the community is actually pretty decent, but...
It's pretty decent.
The connection is just...
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's never been there, and now it's definitely not there, because the player base is lower.
There's still hackers.
You'll find these invisibility ones. Mm-hmm. Lots of people have invisibility, but it's not nearly as bad as Black Ops 2.
Yeah. So Black Ops 2.
Well, I want to talk about.
Okay.
But most of the matches in Black Ops 1 have good lobbies. Like,
yeah.
If you don't have a hacker, even if the connection sucks, people don't really camp that much, and they want to move around. They want to have fun. People use weird weapons, and it can be really awesome. I guarantee you, it's way more fun than Modern Warfare or Warzone.
Oh, yeah, it's much better than Warzone or Black Ops 4.
Yeah, but the connection's not there, and we'll talk about some more of that technical stuff later.
Yeah, so Black Ops 2, the community on that is about 75% hacked.
Yeah, it's really hard to find a good lobby.
Really difficult.
Yeah, and when you get lucky and find a good lobby, it is gold. It is amazing.
It is the best COD multiplayer.
Yeah, there's tons of people who want to have fun, tons of people just playing the game and enjoying it. But that's if you can find a lobby that doesn't have a hacker.
Super rare.
And you could, there's basically what me and Sam do if we want to play, is that we just join lobbies separately, and we just bounce out go through as many lobbies as possible until we find one.
Yeah.
And once you find one, you want to stick in it as long as possible.
But then
eventually someone
a hacker
will join.
could join or something like that, and it's super obvious. The hackers are either like their gamer tag is like blue or green,
or like the
Jiggy is super popular, and so is this like green one like OMZ or something like that. And then there's if the Master Prestige doesn't have their level, then that's a red flag.
Yeah, lots of hacked Master Prestiges. Even though if you play, I'm pretty sure any lobby you go into will have someone with a colored name or a hacked Master Prestige. But a lot of the times, those people aren't using aimbot and aren't using cheats.
Not a lot.
So
it's sometimes.
Sometimes. But much of the time, usually what happens is they play legit, and then when they start losing, they just pull out the unfair aimbot.
Yeah, and so you're super scared that like when you kill them, every time you kill them, you're like, oh gosh, did I just set off this hacker? Like if he's like, is he having a bad day? Like am I like the last straw that makes him want to melee and zoom in and
go
whip out that aimbot?
Go destroy this great lobby where everyone was having fun.
Yeah, and that like, so many times like they give themselves invincibility. They make them part of your team and their team.
Yeah. And they teleport you to them, and then they kill the whole lobby.
Or they just headshot and everybody all the time. They just headshot everyone.
But occasionally you will find someone who is like a fun hacker. Like they just they change their player model into a car or just something random like that.
Yeah.
Or they give you more XP or something. Those are fine. They're not great. I'd rather just play the real game. But at least they're not ruining the lobby.
Yeah. And so, you could talk about MW3.
Yeah, I'll talk about MW3 briefly. The community's it's changed a lot like MW2. Like, there's tons of pro, quickscoper, gotta get your montage, and trick shotting. That's in Black Ops 2 also, but not very common. It's common in MW2, though. But in MW3, yeah, it's really sweaty for some reason, yet these other COD games aren't. And the lobbies are also really laggy.
Yeah. And so I know I said that like in the COD community video, I said if you go check back the old COD games, they're a haven of awesomeness. That's true if you find a good lobby. If you find a good lobby, it is. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to technical stuff.
Even the worst lobbies are still better than Black Ops 4 or Modern Warfare.
I would take trash MW2 any day over Black Ops 4 and those modern games. But anyway, so all right, and now technical stuff again, starting with MW2.
Sorry, MW2.
MW2. So that game is royally messed up. It is
annihilated. I don't know what.
It's the worst one.
Yeah.
From a technical standpoint.
Like the menus constantly break.
They freeze.
Yeah, the game is constantly freezing, breaking, crashing, glitching, everything you can think of.
So you have to quit the game, and then like sometimes like this happened to us recently. Like it's infinite loading the latest matchmaking data or like your character stats.
Or you can't sign into Xbox Live, or sometimes you just get randomly signed out of Xbox Live and kicked back to the menu.
And
the player counts are obviously wrong.
Yeah, and then this is the biggest issue. This always happens. This applies to every older COD game, that like constantly you'll try and find a match, but for some reason you'll always be the start of one. Like if like you'll just always be like, oh, waiting for 5 more players, and then you'll get matched play or something like that.
Yeah.
Like whereas like
the matchmaking system is completely wrecked. Some days you could search for like an hour, never find anything. Some days you can find matches instantly, and also like nat types Sam has an open net type, and he still can't find matches. And also there's an infection where your lobbies turn into search and destroy.
That's the worst
no
one.
matter what game mode you search.
I hate it.
You could search for like 10 minutes, find a match. You're so happy. Yes, I can play this game, and it's search and destroy.
It's search and destroy, and everybody's using a sniper, and then they'll boot you out.
Oh yeah, it's a
because
trick
they're not
shotting
using it.
lobby.
Yeah, because they'll boot you out because you're not sniping or anything like that. And yeah, the search and destroy one is terrible. Yeah, those menus freezing are awful.
Yeah, I can't
hate
emphasize how trash the menus are.
Yeah, it's so bad. They're constantly freezing and stuff, constantly glitching out, lagging. Like sometimes your emblem won't load or your card won't load, so it'll just say your name and a number.
Or like icons will just disappear for no reason.
And then I said it's so annoying because like you'll be like, oh yeah, waiting for 5 players, but like other people are finding lobbies and stuff. So it's like, why is this only happening to me? That's the case with Black Ops 1. So moving on to Black Ops 1, Nico can find matches fine. I can't. I just can't find matches.
The only way he can play this game is if I play, and then I can find matches and invite him to them or something.
And I'm level 30. I'm not level 1. But we continually find people who are level 1, 12, 16, 10, 9,
So
11.
there are tons of people searching these games that are low levels, and yet he can't match them for some reason.
I can't find anything. And the player count is completely wrong. Yeah.
It's been rising.
Yeah, you bet that there's 100,000,873 people. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
I'm sure. But I wish there were that many, but sadly, no. They're too busy playing Warzone.
And the lag compensation, oh, dear God.
It's awful.
It's terrible. The lag, every match is filled with horrible hit detection, awful lag, and like people will just run in place and for like a minute, and then they'll just be across the map, and you'll die in one shot despite being killed by the worst weapon in the game.
You're gonna be aiming at them, and you're gonna be shooting at them for like you're gonna shoot 2 bullets, and they're not gonna hit, but the other last like few are gonna hit. Sniping is so impossible.
Sniping is impossible because you aim
shoot.
and you shoot, and your crosshairs on them, and it doesn't do any damage, and then like the game lags, and they kill you in the next frame.
It's awful, but. Thankfully, Black Ops 1 has the least of these, but yeah, we already talked about Black Ops 2.
Yeah, Black Ops 2, there's lag, but it's not nearly as bad as the other ones.
Mostly the most like technical issue-wise is just hackers, but even then, it's not super technical.
Hackers are incredibly prevalent.
MW3...
It's super easy to get infections, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, so MW3...
But finding matches is pretty easy in Black Ops 2. It's just finding a match that doesn't have hackers.
Yeah, so each COD game is really hard. MW3, we tried playing recently, and we just couldn't find a match.
Yeah, MW3 can be really hard to find matches, and even when you do, it's usually really laggy. It's not as bad as Black Ops 1, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
And you constantly die around corners.
And so, yeah, the whole point of this is the current state of the old COD games, it's not in a good state.
Yeah,
so
if you find a great match, then I'm sure you'll be having tons of fun. But otherwise, it can be really hard without...
The games are broken.
Yeah.
And we have a great solution, and that's just to bring in a legacy team.
Yeah, I think we need...
Activision, if you hire, like, 50 people, they will do it for free!
I literally think they could hire, like, 10 people or, like, 5 people and probably fix all of the issues with these games
for free.
Yeah.
And if they fix them and release all the DLCs, they'll be making tons of money.
I think they should release the DLCs for free. In my opinion, selling some of these games... Like, selling them at all is kind of, like, not a proper business practice.
No.
Especially MW2. You could buy that game and it may never work. But they're still charging, like, $20 for it or something.
Plus, like, the DLCs.
Game, that's not a finished product.
No.
That's not a product. It doesn't work.
No, it just doesn't work. And
same thing with Black Ops 2. You can't really play it. It's so hard to find a good match. It's like if someone sold you a computer that doesn't work, and then like, oh, it worked 10 years ago, so you buy it now. No, that's not a proper business practice.
Yeah.
You need to fix these games if you're going to keep selling them. And I think it's the same for the DLC, that you cannot play the DLC.
They're charging full price for the DLCs.
Yeah, they're charging full price for content that you literally cannot play because no one searches it and everyone just uninstalls it. So if they just made that free, I honestly think they would make more money because people would go back and play these games and buy them.
And if they had that legacy team come in and fix the matchmaking, literally the legacy team would be willing to do it for free. I guarantee you.
Update the games so they don't glitch out constantly. Fix the net code in Black Ops 1 especially. and just make it so the matchmaking functions, and lots of people would come back.
Lots of people come back. They'd buy more. The DLCs would sell.
But if they made the DLCs free, it would probably be better.
A lot better. But still, they just bring in a legacy team and make those free. But that's just
it's
a
never
going to
happen.
That's just sad. It's never going to happen. The only way
they gotta develop the next free to play battle royale.
Cash from Warzone. They gotta get the dough. They gotta get your COD points. They gotta get your anime girl waifu skins.
They gotta put it on a truck.
They gotta get your big boob reticles.
Yeah, big boob reticle. I mean,
get all that
if you're not buying the battle pass to get the big boob reticle, you aren't even playing the game. What the heck? But yeah, Activision doesn't care about any of these games. They just want to make money off big boob reticles on Warzone.
It's sad. It's really sad. But if you like this video
and you want to subscribe.
Because if you
subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any ideas for videos or something, leave it in the comments. We're always looking for video ideas.
Yeah, we have lots, but yours would be epic as well. See you later.
Yo gamers.
Yo gamers.